Alright, today I'll be reconstructing my 2.97 Skewb national record average, which is set in the final round of Skewb in Malaysia Cube Championship 2024. This is my second national record, and it also gave me second place in the overall podium of the competition. The cube used is a GAN UV coated enhanced cube, and in fact I forgot to bring my main to this competition, so actually this cube was purchased at the venue. So and then I just got NR. Okay, so this is the first scramble. So on first glance I saw a big yellow block right here, as well as a green EG block. But other than that, there's pretty much nothing good, so I just went with yellow. There's this pattern, which is a free move layer insert, so I just went with this free move layer, which gave me this pi z conjugate case. I executed this with a Sarah's advanced solution, which is sledge, hedge, hedge. Okay, now into the second scramble. This solve was a 3.87 plus 2, which was actually kind of unfortunate. So in this scramble, again there's a white block right here, and there's pretty much nothing else. I actually thought of a possibility of doing the orange layer, but it requires more moves, so I went with white. This white layer, it is 2 moves into this pattern, so I did the layer like this. This gave me a pi x perm case, which is a hedge into u perm. So I did hedge here, and then u perm from the back, but unfortunately I locked up, so giving me a 3.87, and also it was 1 move off, so it is a plus 2. Now onto the first scramble. This solve is a 2.97, and on this scramble there are a few bars in blue, green, and red, but the color I chose is actually red because there is a frame move layer. So here, this red, green, yellow corner can be inserted by 1 move like this, which sets up the remaining 2 corners into a 2 move insert. Now this gives me another pi conjugate, a pi z conjugate, but not the same one as the first scramble. This one can be solved in sledge, rotation, sledge, hedge. Okay, this is the fourth scramble, and the time I got was a 3.55, which is also not that fortunate because look, there's a 2 move orange layer right here. I also spotted a free move yellow layer, but obviously I went for the orange layer. I cannot one look it, so I kind of knew there will be one opposite center, but I don't know exactly which case it is, so I just did the 2 move layer, which gave me this pi watt perm case. I was not that good at executing this out, so it just resulted in a lockup into a 3.55. And that's pretty much the solution. So actually at this point, I knew that my best possible average would be around 3 flat, but I did not know if it's going to be NR average or not. But also at the same time, I was not that optimistic because I could actually count that 5-second solve, so I did not calculate the BPA at that moment so as not to make myself nervous. But before my last solve, I actually saw someone get a 2.7 behind me, so that made me just a little bit more confident. What? Is it NR? So this is the first scramble. This scramble, there is a big green block, and as well as some of the bars on blue, red, and orange. There is a 5-move layer on blue, also on green. But what I end up doing was actually the orange layer. It is also 5 moves, but I chose orange because it seemed the most ergonomic for my pickup and my execution. So first I inserted these 2 corners, and I flipped this corner, and this gave me a Peanut X-Perm, which is a 8-move NS, giving me a 2.50 solve, which is BPA tied with the best solve of the average, giving me a 2.97 NR average. So this is actually Hong Kong's first sub-3 Skewb average, but there are flaws in this average, especially in the 2nd and 4th solve, so it is definitely beatable. So therefore I look forward to lowering this average further in the future.